You guys can talk. You know you can talk, right?
What? We have voice?
We can talk. We're real.
I don't like talking. I like
just
just throwing missiles until things stop talking.
Yep.
It's fair.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to assume that we're going live about now, and just get this thing
This
rolling.
is the story of a bunch of furries
Oh,
getting
no.
together to play some D&D.
Well, welcome
There'll be
everybody.
chaos and
It is-
probably bodies.
It is time for FWA Celebrity D&D. Thank you so much for being here on the stream. There we are. There's our stupid Brady Bunch thing up on the stream. So thank you so much for being here. We're really excited to play some silly Dungeons and Dragons with you guys. We'll start by sort of going around the room and introducing ourselves. This is going to be a really weird game. I can tell you that right now. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing look, if you're a rules lawyer, this is not the stream for you, okay? This is not going to be us playing D&D down to the letter and doing it right. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be playing in the spirit of Dungeons and Dragons. My name is Ed from Dad's Garage. It's a little improv theater here in Atlanta, Georgia. We've been performing at FWA for several years now, and I was very honored to be asked to come into this stream as the, quote, master of fates, which means that during this stream, I'm going to be interjecting at random to sort of mess with things and make them even more interesting than our players are already making them. Also, you guys are able to interrupt the events of this party by going to, and I'm going to look at my other screen here, donate.freeweekend.tv/incentives. Now, we're going to have some stuff up there, I hope, if it works. We're having a lot of technical difficulties this weekend. But if it works, your donations will allow you to influence this game and have crazy things happen to the party. We have an incentive, for example, where you can turn one of them into a feral dog until something changes. You can turn them into a log until something changes. You can give them mystical items. You can do all sorts of stuff. So that's me. I'm Ed. Thank you so much for coming to Free Weekend Atlanta Celebrity D&D. I'm going to pass it off to our Dungeon Master, Sable, who is going to introduce you to our players. Sable, take it away.
Good afternoon. I'm going to be your Dungeon Master, Sable. I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons since my early teens, and I'm very excited to torture 5 new victims today.
Thanks, Sable.
Thanks, Sable.
Not happy about this.
I love you. So we have joining us today Tiger Paw, the CEO of this thing we do, Furry Weekend. Tiger Nick, the COO.
Yeah.
They've been with it since the beginning, I believe. Sean Chiplock.
What up? I'm not Tiger. I have nothing to do with tigers, but I'm happy to be here.
Mindy from Animal Sanctuary. And Matthew Ebel are all joining us
everyone.
today.
It's been a while.
Would you like to each take a moment to introduce yourselves and your characters?
Sure. I guess I'll go first. Hello.
Hello, Center Square.
I'm Sean Chiplock. I go by Sonic Mega. I was guest of honor at Furry Week in Atlanta last year. A wonderful experience. I love these guys to death. You guys might have heard my work as Rivali and Teba in The Great Deku Tree in The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Guido Mista in the new JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, and most recently I got to announce that I voice a very handsome Shiba Inu in a game called Gai, or it's like Gi or something like that. Yeah, cool. Anyway, let's talk about my character. My character is a forest gnome named Reginald. That's A-U-L-D. But he wasn't always a forest gnome. See, he started out as a knight in training. He was a human being. And his arms master, Rebecca, sent him out into the woods to gather some wood to make new swords for sparring because they were running low on weaponry. So he ran out, needed stick, got stick, came back, said, "Becky, let us smash." Except he grabbed a stick from an enchanted tree. It was a cursed stick. And the stick turned him into a forest gnome. So he has been slowly learning how to use his newly acquired magical abilities, but he would like to try and find a way to get the curse undone, because as a forest gnome, he is way too short to join the knights of his town, and he needs to break it so that he can be tall enough to join again.
Yeah, I think it's a good lesson in never grab unknown wood. You just don't know what's going to happen. It's a good lesson to all of us, really.
That lesson really sticks with me. I'm sure it won't leak for a long time.
Oh, pretty terrible. I like it. So I personally didn't even look yet because I was trying to keep this in the true form of being shocked. And lo and behold, I am a bard, a half-elf bard. And I think I need to get more in character. So I'm going to let someone else introduce themselves. I'm going to see if I have anything handy I can wear. I really did not look at my character sheet before now just to make it extra hard. Hooray! So I'll be right back with you.
Okay, I'll go next in the meantime. I have looked at this, but I have absolutely no idea what I'm looking at. So I'm a cleric, I'm half elf, and my name is Shades of Sable. You'll probably have to remind me of that because I will forget, surely. Apparently, we're supposed to make up a background. I didn't realize that. So here we are.
So we've already got two half elves in the party, which is a very interesting makeup.
Yes, and I noticed my strength is +2. I'm hoping that's really great.
Are we going to get to do like a fusion dance at one point where we become a whole elf?
I don't think that's in my list of spells, no.
I mean, if people donate enough, I can make you both into one elf.
Technically, it would be one elf and one human.
I think I'm
There
ready.
we go. Much better.
I feel
I
under
feel
duress.
ready. I wanted to say I did notice while I was changing off screen, Sable, that you forgot something on my character sheet. I have a hound. He may be lazy and tired, but he's right here. So I expect to use him in battle. Just saying.
That's fair.
Well, all right. I haven't looked at the sheet before now either because I wanted to. I was under the impression this is supposed to be as improv as possible. I didn't realize some of us had written a
half-elf.
long backstory. But let's just say I am Sir Hallie the Flatulent. I am a fighter, and I was raised entirely by a village of females, which has basically made him terrified of females. He has never met his father. He doesn't know what fathers actually are. He's actually never seen another male in his life before being sent out of his village to go get groceries. Secretly, deep down, he doesn't want to be a fighter. He's always wanted to be a chef. But none of the women in his village will let him experience that. So it's a secret.
Very interesting.
One downfall, however, he
desire.
is terrified of women.
That leaves us with Mindy.
Well, I am a Goliath barbarian, Vala Sunshaver Elikalathi. I am on an adventure. My name comes because I threw my axe so far that it shaved the sun. We saw the shadow go across the sun, so it must have been that my axe went that far.
Of course.
I'm an adventure.
Hello, barbarian.
Greetings.
Oh,
I have no idea what I'm doing. Never played before.
It seems like
God,
you're
I'm
doing
not
great. I'm feeling left out. I don't have any things. I have a
Props.
pen.
Where are your props?
Yeah, I got nothing.
I just want to set expectations also that this fit me really well at 16. It's a little snug right now. So it is entirely possible that it may not stay on for the entire campaign. Just putting it out there. If I start having trouble breathing, it's coming off.
All right. So how much
I'm just
money?
excited.
How
Go
much
ahead.
money do we need to donate to get Tiger Paw to start taking off articles of clothing?
It wasn't
I will
on
let the back end team figure that out. If I see a sufficient amount of money come in on my little spreadsheet over here, then we can definitely start negotiating for the bard to begin removing clothes, which is the most bard-like thing that you could possibly do. So, all right, Sable, it is time for this adventure to begin. Let us take the party into the world of sword and sorcery, might and magic, of dungeons, and occasionally of dragons. Take it away.
Hopefully not today.
No, if a dragon were to show up today, I don't know what level these players are, but if it is about what I think it is, a dragon would absolutely destroy all of you, probably swallow you whole.
Would it be a cookie
That's
dragon?
fair.
I love cookie dragons.
Ooh.
Oh, I know that
Exactly.
guy.
Cookie
Super
dragon.
nice.
I can't imagine he's going to show up because he was in the stream. So
Tiger
he
Paw,
probably can't be in
where's
two
our
places
opening
at
bard song, dude? You got to play the intro for us.
You have a
I
little.
Actually,
thought
you know,
about that.
I'm going to make that the first roll of chaos in this stream is that our bard, Tiger Paw, is going to lead us in with at least one sung rhyming couplet, just to set the tone.
Wow. Not only do you hate me, you hate everyone else. So you really put me on the spot here, Ed.
All you need-
How
It's
about
okay. It's okay. I actually have spell skills in illusion, so I can convince people that you're doing a good job.
I can convince them I'm doing a good job with my excellent charismatic abilities.
There you go.
But they're still going to hear it, and it's still going to sound like me singing, which is really unfortunate for everyone. But rhyming couplet, maybe I can work something out. So as we join in battle, we pray we are not cattle. Hold on, that's as far as I got so far.
That's technically a rhyming couplet. I can let you have
We
it.
hope you will not slaughter, for some of us have daughters. Take pity on our fate. Do not treat us with hate. That's as much as you get. I mean, that was
You got like halfway to a sonnet with that.
Yeah, that was great.
okay.
I feel inspirited already.
Yeah,
That's
All
going to
right,
show up
I'm
on
just
YouTube later.
really saving
Sable,
you all
let's
from
get
me
him-
singing.
Let's get them going. As I see, if you go to that donations.furryweekend.tv/incentives, you can start paying up for some crazy stuff to happen. If it happens, I'll see it. Otherwise, I'm leaving this up to my own volition. So, Sable, it's all yours, Dungeon Master.
All right. Each of you has traveled far to meet your goals, and here you are in a tavern at the edge of a mountainside. Would any of you like to do anything in this tavern?
It's got to be a tavern.
Tonight we drink.
Oh, the tavern.
How crowded is the tavern? Do I see like 5 to 6 other people in the tavern?
Of course. In fact, that's about all you see. It's a fairly empty tavern.
Do they have
I
more
see.
than like grog, rum, and coke? How good is the bartender?
They have an assortment of subpar alcohols.
I would order a drink if I'm such allowed.
Sounds like my kind of place.
Of course. You
I see
would,
that you're
uh,
drinking.
I would like to ask the
uh,
barkeeper
fine.
if there's a discount for younglings.
Sadly, there is not. In
Damn.
fact, you just barely managed to convince him not to kick you out.
Ooh.
I'd like to
So
try to
means-
convince him to sell me an ale at half price because I'm half size.
That seems fair.
Tell you what, we'll make that
So-
our first rule of the night. What do you say to this gruff barkeep to convince him to sell you an ale at half price?
Excuse me, sir. I hate to impose on you, but my grandmother just died for the 3rd time this month, and I'm feeling very down in the dumps. I'd really appreciate if I could alleviate some of this pain with some grog, hopefully at less than full price. I'm about half the size of a normal person, so half price would be great. Please, sir, can I have some ale?
So according to the Twitch chat, and this is going to be very important, Sable, somebody asked how good looking the bartender is. So I think we should check their attractiveness against the halfling's charisma.
Well, let's see. The bartender is a middle-aged man with a pot belly, little bit light up top, white hair, giant walrusy mustache.
Okay, so probably a pretty
that's
easy
your
charisma
very-
check.
Jamie Heineman is bartending.
Who?
I said Jamie Heineman is bartending then. Okay.
Exactly.
Yes. The
Yes.
more pursuit of the Mythbusters is behind the bar.
Well, I want to see how he does on his roll before I intercede, but I'm prepared.
Well, we got a 14 on the die for that roll, which would make that a success.
Yeah!
But-
All right!
It was pretty convincing to me.
Excellent. So
For half
I will
price,
step
he's
up
only going to give you half an ale.
To the dear memory of my thrice-buried grandmother.
which is just awkward for her, really. Seems unpleasant. I will step up beside this fine, vertically challenged gentleman beside me. And, Sir Bartender, in fact, it would be great if we could get around for all of these lovely friends. In fact, I shall promise not to sing if you do so.
You promise not to sing.
Indeed, I am the finest of bards.
But
But
No, there's no but. Yeah, we're
Oh,
just
okay.
serious now.
yeah, okay.
Wait a minute, this
I
bard
do
has no
have
butt. How did
bagpipes.
that happen?
unfortunately,
You know,
that's
I
less
thought-
than convincing.
I thought that in my backpack I would find a lute, but instead I found bagpipes. So, to emphasize where I'm going with this, I shall pull out my bagpipes and prepare them on the hip and look menacingly at him.
All right, let's do an intimidation roll instead.
Well, I mean, it's somewhere between, right? I mean, I don't know. Whatever I can do, I'm trying to be as charismatic as I can, but you know, little column A, little column B.
As that is a 15 on the die, we'll call that a success as well. Threatened
immediately-
by your menacing of bagpipes, he
Excellent, my
quickly
good
pours
man. I should put the bagpipes away.
he pours 5 full-sized ales.
Oh,
For you, my friends.
Yay!
Why, thank you. To
Thank
what do
you,
I
Tom.
owe this honor?
Well, a gentleman such as I should never drink alone, and you are here with me, so we should drink together if that's allowed.
Hallie the Flatulent believes you are hitting on him.
Oh. I'm sorry you're a little bit too flatulent for my taste, but cheers.
I've been told that word means unspeakably bold, so I will take your drink with thanks.
Fair. They're really synonymous, Haley. I'm sorry, Sir Flatulent. I fear that they are synonymous. Well said. And hello, Sir Barbarian. Your hat is of the finest ilk. To you, my good friend.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And my vertically challenged friend, I see you already have a drink. Yeah, would you like to join us?
Always happy to hang out with comrades.
I just
Excellent.
want to
And-
point out that I want to throw something in here from the Twitch chat is that people have decided that Scotland the Brave is now playing very loudly on bagpipes in the background.
Whoa! Did they throw money at that to make that happen?
Hold on.
No, that one
what's-
is simply that's
What's
a
the
free.
song? What's the song called again?
Scotland the Brave. It's the only
Scotland
song you've
Brave.
ever heard on bagpipes.
Is it like on repeat, so it just won't stop?
Yeah, it's aggravating.
Yeah, I'm throwing my drink on the floor, like half dumped it off.
Bagpipes.
I thought I turned those bagpipes off.
Electricity.
I'm so sorry. Hold on. I'm sure there's a
There it
switch
is.
here.
Oh,
My fault.
perfect.
To quests!
So, as all of you are drinking, you're approached, of course, by a hooded, mysterious stranger. I see that all of you are haggling for free drinks. Perhaps you're in need of coin?
What?
Well, I would never say no to a coin. What about you, fellow drinkers?
Sir Hallie is too drunk
I've
to say
heard
no.
tell there's a cave nearby with a great treasure inside.
Is it a cave of
Perhaps
wonders?
be interested?
I'm down for anything that'll help me buy a cure to this damn curse.
Caves are near mountains. That's good. I'm in.
I will eventually run out of.
I'll only require a small finder's fee, provided you survive the ordeal.
We will give you the short one.
This one.
Yes, you may take him when we are done.
Excuse me?
Well, she said a small finder's fee.
I'm the small finder. My job is to find us work. You'd starve to death without me.
Please, gentlemen, I believe I have this. Sir, I promise I will not play these bagpipes.
You are one giant 6-foot bagpipe, my friend.
I'm only 5'9", be kind.
Listen, all I have to do is punch you, and a little bit of wind wheezes out. Remember the last time?
I just met you.
And I already hate you, but that's beside the point. How do we earn this coin?
Well, if you'll follow me, first thing in the morning, we will head to a cave of mysteries and magic and treasure.
Oh, Cave of Mysteries.
Cave of Wonders is copyrighted. Just let it go.
But it is not a cave of wonders. It's a cave of mysteries.
Of course,
Well,
of course.
what's in it?
Treasure. And
Mystery.
other things. I'm sure you'll
Imagine.
handle it.
I'm going to throw this. I haven't heard the barbarians speak in quite some time, so I would like to hear like a big opinion. Barbarians have big opinions.
Of
So I'd like
course.
to hear a huge statement from our barbarian.
By Kovaki the Ram Lord, I will find a cookie dragon before the end of this con. I will. It shall happen. I shall use my coin.
That's fair. Who can argue with cookies? Come on.
That's fair.
Sir, right to my upper right. I did not get your name. Was it Shades? We're gonna go with Shades.
Shades of Sable. That's correct.
Yes. You remind me of a friend of mine from another world. Yes. Well, what are your thoughts? Will you join us on this quest?
Absolutely. I was looking in my bag to see if I had a flashlight so we could look into the cave, but I'm not sure if that's been invented yet.
What is a flashlight?
Yeah, I was worried about that, but you know, I've got 4 pages of stuff to look through, so I was trying.
Fire. We take fire. Fire is good.
He's a strange one. I'm sure he'll join us.
It sounds like something that involves lightning, and Hallie the Flatulent is scared of storms.
I believe that this flashlight could be powered by your very flatulence, sir. More research required.
Fire.
This is worth exploring.
Okay, I'm going to throw this out as a donation goal. If we can get, I'm going to say $50 right now from somebody, the party will have access to an actual flashlight while they're in the cave.
Ooh.
Alternatively,
Sir,
are there any bats in the cave that I could communicate with to use their echolocation?
I
You
mean,
can
it's
do
a
that.
cave. I assume there's bats. I've
Okay,
not
Is
actually
that
been.
normal?
I'm going to use my best bat call in an attempt to summon a bat from the cave to assist us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Covering her ears. May I attempt this?
Absolutely.
And you thought the bagpipes were bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Hallie the Flatulent now has tinnitus.
With that beautiful bat call, we're going to roll you with advantage. And you get a critical success. A single bat exits the cave and lands daintily upon your shoulder, as if you were some kind of Dark Universe Disney princess, and this is your
He's
Sparrow.
the Beastmaster.
I use my first course of action to give the bat brushes on the top of his head. He is a good bat. I love him.
The bat is pleased.
His name is Batatrice. Her name is Batatrice. I'm sorry. She's a very fancy bat. I then proceed to use my ability to communicate with small animals to request that the bat use her echolocation to give us a general idea of how big the cave is inside.
The cave is extremely large. I live here with my whole family. There's Bat Joe, and then there's Bat Jerry, and then there's Bat Frank, and then
This is
there's
what
my
happened.
nieces.
Oh, Bat
Did you communicate
Jerry!
with small animals?
I know Bat Jerry. I met him as a child. He scared the piss out of me.
Oh yeah, he likes to do that.
Oh, wonderful.
The cave is very big. There's lots of bats in here, and there's also lots of other things.
How dangerous are these other things?
I don't know. They stay on the ground.
That's good to know.
I'm a bat.
Okay. Well, I won't keep you from your family. Please have fun. Thank you very much for the info. We may be in there soon. Don't mind the noise.
But wait,
What?
I require more brushies for the road.
Oh, fine. Barbarian, give the bat some brushies.
Gentle
Give the bats
brushies.
Brushies. Give the bats brushies.
Fancy
Fancy man laughs at
Thank
me.
you, by the
I
way.
just because you have bagpipes. Mm.
I was just noticing that under cast I have some actions and one is search, but I don't know what I would search for, so I'm gonna hide that in my backpack for a minute.
It may come in handy later, like if we're ever in a cave.
We're just standing outside of it now.
I did rustle up. I noticed on my sheet, Sable, that I had a rapier and a dagger. So I went and found them. And I'm really glad at the bard because I had nothing else in my arsenal. So this is really convenient. I feel equipped. Thank you.
How many spells do I have accessible at the moment? Like, how many spells am I allowed to cast?
Sable. Oh no! Did she freeze?
Oh no,
I
our
don't know.
dungeon master is gone. So
Oh,
in this
no.
moment, what I will do is say two things. First of all, guys, you made it. You got the donations necessary to have an actual electric flashlight with you.
Oh,
Told you. I thought I had a flashlight.
Yeah, so you
Thank you,
actually do have a
stream.
flashlight on this quest.
how did you capture the sun in such a small object?
The other thing I'm going to mention, once again, go check out donate.furryweekend.tv/incentives, and you can look at all sorts of other fun stuff to give to the party as they move through this incredible adventure with the Dungeon Master, who is not here at the moment. I tell you what, I'll sort of move it forward just with my limited dungeon mastering abilities while Sable is not here. So you guys have already been given a quest. All right, you're about to descend deep into a cave of mystery, and I think it's about time that we get going. So let's say that you approach this massive cave. It's just like a giant yawning maw, right, with stalactites that appear to be like teeth on the outside.
Yes.
It's very, very threatening. So you are standing there, ready to go. What is your first action?
Is it dark inside the cave?
It's a cave, so I would assume so.
I
That's
would
why
like
I
to
had
cast
got the
magic
flashlight.
missile at
Oh, it's
darkness.
well lit with lots of sunlight.
I believe that this magical device called a flashlight hath appeared. What a time to test it out.
Exactly. Sable's back. You guys, we bridged him over.
I hear the voice in the sky has returned.
I'm back.
Yes. Sable, just so you know, while you were gone, we just started sort of bridging over. They're now at the mouth of the Cave of Mystery and are getting ready to go inside.
Fantastic. As you reach the mouth of the Cave of Mystery, you can hear the sounds of hordes inside. And they're not hordes of bats.
Hordes.
I love hordes. Are there hordes? How very exciting. I haven't killed a horde in days.
Oh, look at you. Aren't you full of exuberance? Yes.
It's a horde. Hordes need killing. Anyone with me?
Can I play my bagpipes at them?
Yeah, I suppose I'm with you. I could pull my
Yes,
sword out and
please.
lead with that.
Bard, perhaps if you were to play one of your infamous sonnets for us, we may actually terrify whatever is inside that cave into leaving, allowing us easy access to the treasure.
Yeah, it is something I'm known for. That's true. I think perhaps I should put the sword away and pull out the bagpipes.
Please don't. Please do not.
It-
Please do not. Do not, in fact. Please do not.
Sable, how loud are the hordes?
Earplugs to protect
Well,
us?
you hear the sound of chanting. You hear what sounds like potentially dozens of people.
Dozens.
I
Horde.
I hear
You
potentially
back-
dozens of people in that cave.
Could we possibly convince your little batty friend to go and scurry through the air near them to scare them all out, flush them out, maybe stand out of the way and let them all...
Is there a recharge time on the communicate with small animals? Do I need to wait before I can use it again?
Or is it still
No,
active?
let's say no.
Okay.
However, Batatrice has flown the coop.
That is true.
Oh.
I'm trying to think of a diversion. Well, what if since we have that magical contraption that you have that has
I
a
do.
piece of the piece of the sun that
Yes.
the barbarian chopped
It's a
off with the axe.
flashlight, yes.
Yes, could we use that to
Yeah.
perhaps stir the bats into a frenzy and use that to cover our entrance into the cave?
You mean throw it in?
No, you fool! Use the power of the sun to disorient them. But it's your suggestion, not mine. Beatrice was very nice. I don't want to ruin my reputation with the family. The Thanksgiving dinners are quite enjoyable.
If you choose this course of action, I would recommend putting better shoes on. The cave floor may become very slippery.
How do you know what my shoes look like?
Hey, DM, can we roll a check to see how slippery with guano the floor of the cave is?
All right, you can roll a percentile check.
Could
See,
I believe
what
it
wanted
should be called a
not person.
percentile check.
It is
Boo,
only
Sean,
12%
boo.
slippery, so you can all maintain your footing fairly easily.
There
Oh,
we
this
go.
adventure's been quite convenient so far.
It didn't look that
this is what
slippery to
happens
me.
when Beatrice spends too much time near the entrance.
So I have a suggestion. I think I'm going to throw the flashlight in and see if
Oh, wait! We just got that.
but he's suggesting that we scare him out with the sun. I don't know what to do.
Listen,
At the bats. It might upset them.
I'm getting conflicting information. I can't do. I can't
So-
play under these conditions.
I take his flashlight and chuck it into the cave.
Would you like to make a contested strength check, wizard?
Sure.
Barbarian, how easy would you think it would be to take the half-sized one and chuck him in to collect a flashlight?
No problem at all.
Yeah, I could get an arm and a leg. You could get an arm and a
You know,
leg.
I'm suddenly regretting this course of action. You know, I'm not feeling very well. I've had a grog and a half, or a
Three
pint and a half of
grandmothers,
ale.
we know.
I'm
we
throwing
know.
the forest child into the cave.
Ah!
to retrieve the flashlight.
Well, the gnome grabbed the flashlight,
That's how the
and
flashlight
then
is
the
getting into
barbarian
the cave.
threw the gnome.
Well done. Well done.
So now a screaming gnome and a spinning flashlight both go careening into the cave. The bats are very upset, and they come swarming out at you.
Setting the bats.
I'm very sorry.
Okay. We are in combat because the bats are mad at you.
What? No, Bat is my friend.
Man in sparkly
Mad at
clothes,
him.
hit them all with the sword.
He's the one who flew in after them, not us.
Okay.
I would like to use my illusion cantrip to disguise myself as a bat.
Okay. Does your illusion cantrip does not change the size of the object it's disguising? So you are a forest gnome-sized bat.
That is fine. I'm just a very well-fed bat.
That's still terrifying to them. They're gonna attack you.
Great.
I would help. I would
Sir
come to your
Smallwood.
rescue. Except all I have is
This might be a good
crossbow
time
and
to
a great
communicate
sword.
with the bats that you merely slipped on guano.
Unfortunately, the swarm of bats passes over you and continues out of the cave.
Ah, that was the shortest
Did
combat
anything-
that I've
Yeah,
ever seen.
I was waiting for more. Okay, so they
Did
just
did
flew
anything
away.
come out with the bats?
No, but the chanting of the horde does sound louder.
Oh.
The horde approaches. Viking, you may get your wish.
I want nothing more.
Hey,
I have all
barbarian,
the acts.
you want to go in there with me and pick a fight?
That sounds marvelous. Although
Why must
normally
we
I do
immediately
not find-
resort to violence? Shouldn't we at least find out if they're there for the same purpose we are?
What?
I'm
talk to
sorry.
them?
Is the giant bat bowling ball talking?
Listen, I'm covered in bat guano, and I have a piece of the sun in my palm. I doubt
it a
they're going
Friday
to want
night
to
already?
stop anything with me.
Can we see the piece of the sun and what it's illuminating? That might help.
So as he's explaining that, he's got the piece of the sun in his palm, he's waving it around, and you see a dozen lizard folk marching up behind him.
Oh, no, it's the scalies.
I don't like lizard
Run,
folk.
small one, run!
Those are very good with a little
I-
bit of oregano and some time.
It seems it would be wise to at least prepare for battle. Barbarian, I see you are ready.
I'm always ready.
Yes.
I'll just be back here with my staff, thank you very much. You guys can take the front
You're
lines.
up front with them. You're going to be the first one in.
All right.
That
So,
talking bat is very large and very disconcerting. Should we do something about him? Or are the lizard people more exciting?
Well, the lizard people
I
are
don't
certainly going to
know.
be tastier.
what do you think?
Tastier lizard people. Mm.
All right.
taste
Well,
like
lizards
shit.
it is then.
Or do I just get to go in?
So, in your initiative order that I have put together very quickly with some post-it notes, Bard, you are up first.
Excellent. I shall prepare my hound for battle. You can see he's very prepared.
He seems
And
extremely enthusiastic.
he is. Just wait for it. I shall ready my weapon. And I believe that I have some things in my arsenal that shall get everyone really jazzed for the fight. So I think Bardic Inspiration, this would be maybe a good time to, I don't know, does it make sense to start that or just maybe get it prepared? I'm looking at the ruling.
I think in the case of this very
Bardic-
loose D&D setting, you could probably cast Bardic Inspiration.
I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration for the party. We get some benefits, some stuff goes easier, everyone loves us, you're going to kick some ass. It's what I can do.
Okay.
So
Tiger,
I will
here's
begin-
what I'm going to need from you, though, just because we've set this rule since you are a bard, is I need you to do a rhyming couplet to inspire everybody.
You know what you're going to do is force me to just work on rhyming couplet in all my off time, which is really, it's like work. I don't like it, but I'll see what I can do.
And who do you want to focus this on?
This is for the party. I'm giving it's a party within how many feet? It's 60 feet. Anyone that can hear me. So it's all of us.
Okay.
All of us. You're all my party right now.
We are a party.
But we're partying 6 feet apart.
Yes, always 6 feet.
Even with responsible social distancing, you're within a 60-foot radius.
We don't want to strut, but we're going to kick your butt.
Very good.
You gave me like 10 seconds. That's what you
I'm
want.
inspired. I feel inspired. Do you feel inspired?
All right. So
I'm
everybody is going to get an additional D6 on their roll. So the next person up. Did you want to do anything else, Bard?
Yeah, I think that's good. I'm trying to inspire my hound as well. Come on, get up. We'll work on it. It's a work in progress.
All right. Fighter, you are next.
I would like to, assuming that we are still like at the mouth of the cave and need to run in. I'm assuming that I can run up to the small yet somehow incredibly large bat and bodily throw the forest child back out again because the little shit is probably going to get hurt.
No, wait! No! If I may, I have an idea.
That's what got the bats pissed off in the first place.
But will you hear me out, fellow friend?
Already hoisting him off the ground, I say, yes. Go on.
So, my friend, do you have dark vision? Are you able to see how condensed the group is in front of you?
I have no idea. I have a lot to read to answer that question.
No, you do not have dark vision.
No, you wouldn't.
May I use my dark vision to see how condensed the group is in front of us?
On your turn, yes, absolutely.
Damn it!
What if I hoist him off the ground and point him like a flashlight in the direction?
That I'll allow.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so you have hoisted the wizard off of the ground and pointed him in the direction of the approaching horde, whose turn it now is.
Okay. Does using dark vision use up my turn, or is it a free action?
No, I mean using dark vision. You can see in the dark. You're fine.
I use my dark vision. Tell me, am I able to see the group, and if so, how condensed are they?
Well, it is not your turn yet. It's the horde's turn.
Oh, sorry. My apologies.
No problem. But it will be
I'm very
your turn
short.
after
I
that,
couldn't hear
so
your discussion happening up there.
It's okay. Okay. So the first group of 6 are going to approach you. All right. So they are going to attempt to attack one or both of you. Let's see. Fighter's on the ground, so you are going to take the first hit.
All right, let's do this.
Keep in mind, guys, while the Dungeon Master is rolling this, if you go to donate.furryweekend.tv/incentives, you can stop these rolls from happening. You can induce a critical or fail or success. So get him
Especially
in.
this roll, I'm pretty sure we've lost her again.
No, you have
okay,
not.
no, she's just very calm.
Okay.
By the way,
So,
Fighter, I would just like to let you know,
Alan.
you have a very nice grip.
I do believe you are hitting on me again. Oh wait, never mind. It was the shiny one that hit on me.
No,
first.
it's the lizards that are hitting on us, and it hurts.
You are going to take 7 points of damage.
Ouch.
Oof. Is that a lot?
That's a big hit.
It's going to leave a mark.
Okay. From the first 2, the first one did miss you. The second one did hit you. We have 4 more to get through.
Oof.
All right. Another miss, another hit. That is going to be another 6 damage.
Please stop hitting my father. He's holding a child. There's a baby in tow.
Heeding your words of mercy, they are now hitting you instead.
No!
Oh! Both strike. And as the only, well, not the only, but one of the people who probably studied their sheet the most, you know that you are a glass cannon. So that means that this 11 damage hurts you the most. As the last two lizard folk of this group converge and just chomp onto either of your legs.
It's okay. The only hit point that matters is the last one.
I see somebody plays black in Magic.
Well done. Keep them occupied. Well done.
All right. It is your turn, Reginald.
All right. Bleeding from my wounds, I speak to is it the fighter that's now still hoisting me above the ground?
Yep.
I speak to him and I say, listen, first of all, if I die, I want you to know you are incredibly handsome. And it doesn't take someone looking up from below to notice that. Secondly, I want you to muster your strength and throw me square into the center of the group. I'm going to activate Cone of Cold. They are lizard folk. I can slow them down. And the moment that their bodies begin to wither from the unexpected temperature change, I need you all to rush in and clear them out. Can you do that for me?
1 second, let me consult with
Throw the tiny man.
our companions.
Useless. He's legless. Throw him. Throw him.
I mean, if the small one wants to be thrown, throw him.
It's okay. I'm covered in guano. It will break my fall.
Toss the dwarf.
Okay.
You'll slide 10 feet.
But I must warn you, Hallie the Flatulent's aim is not so good. I'll try not to hit the wall first.
You just have to get me within 60 feet of them.
Okay. So, having... All right. Having held your action, Hallie hurls you mightily towards the horde of lizard folk.
And a little
you can hit them all once, but it's a soft blow, and you just glance off, and you ricochet right into the center.
Yes, I activate Cone of Cold.
Cone of Cold.
The mantra of this battle is he must yeet us before they can defeat us.
Oh,
you know what?
You can take positions hard.
I'm just going to say that we give him +2 to his roll just because of that phrase. It's just too good.
Now, because that is a save on their part, what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to give them a -2 on their save.
Very good. Yes. Excellent. That kind of poetry deserves a reward.
Mama Red Owl says, I've donated a little to turning Tigernick into a frog and also the curse of singing, but I don't have enough to get the full amounts. This is me saying, please tell me what the remainder is and I will cover it right now.
Yes, please.
I was waiting for his turn. I got stuck in my back.
The curse of singing is for Matthew.
Yes, curse of singing for Matthew, but please let me know what the remaining amounts are for both of those and I will cover them right now.
I thought this was supposed to be role play.
Oh, you're about to play some roles. Specifically a frog and a singing person.
So, because of that rhyme and the -2, the one that would have succeeded the check also fails. And all of that group of lizard folk slow to a torpor. And their eyes dull. One of them falls down to its knees and drops its swords. And they all just kind of look a little bit dejected for maybe, say, 1d4 turns. All right.
It's as if they were told that the rave had been cancelled.
Cleric, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I was gonna use my mace in my backpack. I noticed I'm carrying around a mace. But I'm also carrying around. I've lost it. It's gone. But it's a.
You have some healing, don't you?
I didn't see healing.
You do have healing. You're a cleric.
Oh, okay.
You can say, I would like to heal
Blessed
myself, and I'll
healer,
take
I
care of the rest.
found it. Okay, we could do that because the lizard people are no longer a threat, so I don't have to grab my mace.
Wondrous.
Yeah, because I noticed on my intelligence I'm a little lacking, so I probably would have just grabbed my mace and went at him.
Okay.
But seeing I don't have to do that anymore, I will do the blessed healer spell to heal all of my friends
Okay.
and hopefully get my flashlight back.
Ed, while that is
Yes.
being calculated, I think that Sean has given you a challenge asking how much money was required to make Haley sing. A lot.
Yes, I don't have the information for specifically how much is left in that goal. Kigu, if you're listening, let me know. Though we did just get a couple of things. Number one is we sent out a poll to the Twitch chat asking, is this party more of a beach person or a mountain person? The chat chose mountain person. So just think about that for the rest of the game. All right, that you're more of a mountain person than a beach person. It's just
This was an homage to our barbarian, I believe.
and I just saw an incentive come in, which is called One Call from Mother, which is our incentive, which one player gets their turn skipped because their mom needs help now. And I'm waiting to see which player this applies to. But one of you is going to lose a turn, and you're going to have to sort of like role play the call with your mom that keeps you from taking your turn.
I think we can all relate. So I think there's plenty of real life arsenal there ready to go.
Well, tomorrow's Mother's Day, so like it makes sense that you'd be getting a call from mom tonight.
Every day.
So I tell you what, once I find out on my sheet here whose mother has called them, I will let you know.
So thank you to the cleric who gave you 15 points of healing. So both the wizard and the fighter are back up to full health.
Yes.
Excellent.
Very
Now
nice.
the only thing that's damaged is my pride.
Until
are
the
still
second
covered in
group of
guano,
lizard folk
however.
approaches, which is happening
I
now.
don't know that you ever had your pride, three grandmothers.
Is he still a bat?
By the way, it's Tiger Paw. Tiger Paw's mom is calling, so
Of course she is.
Bard, you do not get to take your next turn because you also have to role play a call with your mother on the phone.
Oh, thank God.
On whatever sort of delivery device you believe you have available to you in this time.
You let me know when you want me to try that out. I feel confident I can emulate what that's like. I have a question. Even though I must call my mother, can my trusty, clearly awake and ready to go hound still take his action?
That's a DM question.
We will roll that on your turn to see if the hound remains asleep or leaps valiantly into action.
He's just waiting for incentive. Stinky lizard people.
That's
Incentive.
All right, so the second group of lizard folk approaches. And they are going to...
Who else can I
have a
throw?
bad day.
Let me know when he has to be on the phone with his mother. I'll help cover for that.
Thank you.
All right.
Sean, are you going to be my mom?
I mean, I'm already used to being your daddy.
Oh no!
Nick, did you have did your cleric go into the cave or did he remain outside of it?
No, we went in. I was fully willing and ready to beat up some lizard people, but they got froze for
Okay.
for a few
So
turns.
2 of the 6 lizard folk do slash at those who are still in there and hit. The other 4
they
do
broke up?
miss. Hallie, you are going to take 7 damage.
But. Okay.
And Shades, you are going to take 3 damage.
That was so short. Just the ah.
3 damage,
Ow,
not too
though.
bad.
Yeah,
Not
this
too bad.
is 3.
Ow.
That's not so bad.
I don't know what your total HP pool is, but it's probably 3 is probably not going to kill you.
No, it looks like 57 is the number there.
Yeah, 3 is only serious if you're a wizard. Barbarian, it's your turn.
Yeah.
I think she just called out the wizard there.
But the wizard didn't do much damage.
All right, fair enough.
I have 2 hand axes, and I will grab them, and I will spin like a whirling dervish against these lizard folk while they are slow.
Excellent. So, I believe you get 2 attacks.
If she's in a barbarian rage, yes.
She seems very, very angry.
Yeah,
about
I'd
it.
like it to me.
All right.
While we're rolling, can you do your best barbarian rage scream?
Ah!
That was a fantastic time for the microphone to go out.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I know for a fact that you have a lion roar in you. I've heard it.
Oh,
Let's hear that.
Oh!
I think she's blowing out her microphone. Actually,
Yeah,
It might be. It might be peeking up, but
She came in like a wrecking ball.
she never fell so hard in love.
I swing.
But she could fall so hard in love if chat donates enough.
She could. Yeah, if people want to throw money at the barbarian falling in love with someone or something, that would be something that we could absolutely make happen. It's at donate.furryweekend.tv/incentives.
Is that one of the items?
No,
All right.
we
With your
could.
mighty axe strikes, you tear down the entirety of the torpid group. They are helpless against your onslaught.
I am mighty, slayer of lizard.
Poor lizard.
I hear they taste like chicken.
they do.
Bard, your mother's calling.
Oh. Hi, Mom.
Where are you?
Hi, Mom. Yeah, we spoke already this morning. I'm doing that thing, that stream thing we
What do
spoke
you
about.
mean you're doing a thing? Mother's Day is tomorrow, and you said you were gonna come over here and help me cook this kibosh.
Yeah, yes, of course, Mom. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be there tomorrow. Could I get back to the stream? I have a lot of people waiting right now.
You know, time isn't like a dragon's gold hoard. I don't have much left on this planet, and you're always out there playing with your friends. Why can't you spend time with the person who loves you more than anything else in the world?
Yeah, yes. Luckily for me, Mom, a round is about 6 seconds, and that leaves us completely out of.
And unfortunately, your faithful hound remained asleep.
Oh. Yeah, he did. He did. I see him.
Zoe, would you like to fill in for the faithful hound? I have a better person for next round.
For next
We'll
round,
try
yeah.
again.
All right, fighter, it is your
Oh,
turn.
now you got his attention.
The proper incentive was jealousy.
Yes, always.
Yeah.
So yes, you were saying.
It's your turn. What would you like to
dear
do?
God. I'm assuming wiping
We're
the
standing-
guano off my hands is a free action.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, given what I was brought here to do, and given that the lizards in front of me are there any cold lizards still in front of me?
The cold lizards have been slain by your barbarian companion, but there is still another group that is approaching and has already dealt you some damage.
I'm not entirely sure what my actual abilities are here. Let's see here.
Let's see.
Something called Second Wind, which works for Hallie the Flatulent, but I don't think it applies here.
Sounds devious.
Aha. So, no, that would involve flanking them, and we're in a cave. Wow, I am the most useless possible class in this situation, other than running forward and swinging a sword at them.
It's a wide enough cave that you could flank. If you got on, say, the other side of the barbarian and there was a lizard folk in the middle.
Actually, that works. Is there any chance that the barbarian and I can coordinate our attack and sort of go around them on either side? I guess that's the textbook definition of what flanking is. And I'm aiming for the flanks in particular because they sous vide very nicely.
All right. So you draw your great sword, and I believe you also get 2 attacks. Is that correct? Maybe.
You're asking me.
Look, I just made the characters. I didn't actually look at them.
It says 2-weapon fighting, so I could go in with a crossbow and my sword, a crossbow in one hand and a sword in the other. Oh, except it's
You've been watching Bad Boys again, haven't you?
It only works if you hold the crossbow sideways. So you do strike with your axe. I'm sorry, not your axe, your sword. The barbarian has an axe.
Well, technically, I do too. Here, I mean,
and that is going to be 13 damage. So that is to lay waste to one more lizard folk.
Also, guys, just checking in real quick while we're in the middle of this, we've decided to do a little something. We're going to discount a little bit on those 2 incentives that we're really close to. So $20 more to either one for turning into a frog or Curse of Sin.
I have just donated 50 to cover both.
Well, in that case, we are going to have to find DM some reason for Tiger Nick to become a frog. And we're going to have to find some reason that Matthew is stricken with the curse of singing.
Can Tiger Nick become a poisonous frog?
I'm going to
lick
say
me.
regular
For $20 more,
frog.
sure.
Yeah, if I'm going
Round
to say no. Poison is a really big deal. So let's say $100 for him to be a poison frog.
That's fair.
Another hundo, and we can give him poisonous skin, like one of those toads that Homer Simpson licks. In that
I might lick him anyway.
Yeah, we'll make him just poisonous enough to get you high, but not poisonous enough to kill you. But that's going to cost you a hundo. So get in there. Kiku, start keeping track of that. So now Nick is a frog. Matt, you can only sing everything you say.
With his dying breath, the lizard that you split open was clearly a shaman. He's, I curse you! Ah! And you can only sing, and Shades can only be a frog.
Ribbit.
Reginald, it's your turn.
Remind me of the current status of our party.
You, the cleric,
Ribbit.
the barbarian, and the
Okay.
fighter
Okay.
are covered in guano in a cave fighting lizards.
Okay. And only one of us has turned into a frog.
Only one of you has turned into a frog.
Okay.
Ribbit.
I've used up one of my cold spells. All right. Am I able to use my levitate ability on things besides myself?
No,
No. All right. In that case,
I don't think so.
I proceed to use my walking distance to bring myself back with the party, probably slightly behind them. Holding the flashlight. Am I still holding the flashlight?
Sure.
I cast levitate on myself in order to bring myself above the party at an angle hopefully too high for the lizards to reach. And then I shine the flashlight down at the next group in order to blind them against the darkness of the cave they were used to.
Okay, very clever. We're gonna roll.
You're very smart for a flying little friend who likes to roll in bat guano.
All right.
I'll buy you a half a beer myself.
Their Constitution check.
What was that, barbarian?
I just wondered if he was still a giant bat, in which case why would he just spell levitate? Has he been unbatted?
Are you unbatted?
I don't know. Are you unbatted?
I'm not aware. I think it's just an illusion. If I was hit, I assume that the illusion was broken. So yes, I'm
Okay.
probably back to being my small gnomey self.
You're back to being your
Plain small man running around the cave. I get it.
All right.
What happened to our damn cleric? Wasn't he supposed to be helping?
Ribbit.
Well, cleric, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Can I do anything?
I mean, you
As
can
a-
do
as a-
anything a frog could do.
Well, I
I'll do
assume
it.
the lizard people have eaten all the bugs, so
No, there's enough for everybody to share.
Oh, do I have a spell? Could I cast a spell? No, I have divine intervention, but I don't think that's going to help me. I don't know. Yeah,
Would it
don't
help
know.
him alleviate his curse? Can
Yeah.
he cast it?
You could cast divine intervention, and
Okay.
on a 10% or lower,
That doesn't sound good.
it's not.
This might be a good time to ask for audience help.
We
Although
also
I think they like you as a frog.
I
believe
noticed
we have a tier that's called Succeed Your Next Check.
we do. I also wonder if we really figured this out. Is Tiger Nick a person-sized frog, or is he a frog-sized?
No, he's a frog-sized frog.
Okay,
Yeah,
just a little
that's
tiny,
what I
Michigan
assumed.
J.
Little
okay.
frog, yeah. Ribbit.
I mean, he's large as frogs go.
Like a toad-sized frog.
Yeah.
Like if you grabbed him by the legs and slapped someone and with him, it might hurt.
It might, in fact.
It would. I think it would be like startling, but not injuriously painful.
Mm.
Like you'd go, you hit me with a frog. Like that's about as bad as it would be.
Tiger Nick, you wanted to do divine intervention, and I said under 10%.
Yeah,
I rolled a 2.
I don't know what that means.
That means you are no longer a frog.
Yeah!
Well, that didn't last very long.
How divine.
Yeah, generally it doesn't work like that.
I'm
I
just surprised a
suppose.
frog was able to cast that spell.
Hey,
Without
Logman,
broken
you're lucky. I'm sorry, Frogman, you're lucky.
Yeah.
But he can
Yeah.
only cast it once per, I think it's once per week.
Okay,
And
so
if-
he's out of divine
Can't
intervention.
cast it again for 30 days or
that is
something.
unfortunate. All right.
Might I suggest that you not become a frog again?
I don't know how. But now that
Oh,
I
somebody has pointed out we are only $70 away from putting the curse of singing on Tiger Paw as well.
Oh.
It is the lizard folks' turn. So in the meantime,
You're only doing this to yourselves.
all right. 2 misses. Oh, that's a hit. That's a miss. And that's a miss. All right. So, Barbarian, you are going to take 6 damage.
It is but a scratch.
Tis but a...
Barbarian looks hardy.
All right, and that is their turn. And now it is your turn, Barbarian.
Hi. Have a great axe.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
It's quite an axe.
Would you like to use it?
I would like to use it.
And I assume
It
you're
looks
still
very
raging?
nice.
I assume you're still raging?
I feel very outraged. Quite. Yes. Raging.
Sorry, she couldn't understand what you were saying. She was too busy raging.
Raging. Raging.
Okay. And so that goes both ways.
Nick, it's been suggested in the Twitch stream that you may have some latent frog tendencies. So you might want to ribbit here and there
That's true.
in
Well,
between words.
It's funny you said that because I was going to ribbit and then I was like, no, I'm not a frog anymore. So
Yeah,
it is
maybe
really
you still
odd
got a
to
frog in
ribbit.
your throat.
You also
Yeah,
can
but-
only jump when you move.
But it hasn't totally left you.
Ugh.
And there's still a chance that you could develop skin toxicity.
It's
That'd be
possible.
cool.
More flies and bugs.
Yeah.
With sufficient financial intervention, we might be able to still make you poisonous.
With your dollars.
They just want to lick me and get high. I know how this works.
For just 40 cents a day.
So
You can make Tiger Nick poisonous.
Just a commercial of a sad frog in the arms of an angel.
You two can pat this frog and make things better.
all right, your axe strikes true, and 2 more lizards fall.
Yes! Oh, I am a lizard slayer.
Done, barbarian.
Wait, how many does that leave total coming at us?
There are 3 more lizards.
3 more
but-
lizards. All right.
Bard, it is your turn. You have managed to
Excellent.
get your mom off the phone.
Yes. This phone thing doesn't even exist anymore. It's weird figment of my imagination. Are they within crossbow range?
Yes.
They are, right? I'm talking about. I shall shoot the foremost lizard man as long as he's not close to one of my compatriots.
Okay. You draw your crossbow and level it. But alas, your aim does not strike true.
See?
Fire anybody as a bonus.
If anybody had been paying up for those check passes, we could have a dead lizard man now.
Dead.
Alas.
I mean, if you want to see what's after the lizard man, we got to get through this.
All right.
All right. I've got a mace in my bag. I am just waiting to knock some lizard people out with this thing.
Fighter. Hallie, it is your turn.
I believe the cleric gave me warts. Anyway.
And I want to point out that all of your table talk has to be in song too. Like, it's not just when you're role playing.
So, like normal. Something called goading attack. Goading attack.
Also, while we're talking about this, the donation goal has just been met for the Sing Song curse to be placed on Tiger Paw as well.
Oh, no.
Join me in my pain.
We have our own
poor
popra.
young Hallie. I'm sorry, Mr. Flatulent.
Was that a musical toot?
Okay.
You lizards are just undeveloped birds. It's true.
You perform your goading attack flawlessly, and you strike 2 of the lizard folk. Smiting them down.
Admirable.
We are victorious.
You smoked
Only
them.
one remains. Reginald, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm still currently in the middle of levitating myself. It does require concentration. So I'm trying. How much concentration must I utilize in order to stay levitated?
As long as you do not utilize another spell that says concentration on it, you are good to go.
I'm good to go. Self 15-foot cube. Okay. I am going to attempt something. Barbarian, raise your axes for me. Good. I attempt to cast Thunder Wave from my position, hoping that the range will hit her weapons and infuse them with crackling electricity that she may then use to cleave through the lizard men before her like a raging thunderstorm of fury and relentlessness.
Okay.
Woo!
Does that mean you just want to tape the flashlight to him, or?
All right.
Let's tape.
That is a success. So, your thunder wave shoots forward, the air resounding with the sound of split atoms. And the axes, crackling, shoot forward, pushed by the spell.
Ribbit.
Oh, we've
Bury
got
themselves
we've
into
got
the final
another
lizard man.
we've got another donation incentive. Tiger Paw now also gets 1 free success on any check he tries to take.
Might it be used to stop singing?
No.
Oh no, sorry. It is his
Sadly.
next check succeeds.
All right. So, as the final lizard man falls, you hear, echoing from deeper within the cave, a mighty roar, shaking the walls. All of the bats that remained fly out, and a huge red claw comes into view. And then another, and a giant snake lizard-like head as a red dragon begins to exit the cave.
Not
Wait
a
a minute,
dragon.
So is this like a good-looking one or like a
We
nasty?
had one rule.
Nope, the red dragons are mean.
And I am in a musical number.
So just to be clear, we have a first-time party facing off against a red dragon.
It's a young red dragon, and they're level 10. It's
Okay.
fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I did not sign up for this.
It's right in the name, Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, I half expected it. I'm gonna be honest with you.
All right. Well, we got just under a half hour to kill this dragon. So let's see what these guys can do. Remember, Tiger Paw, the next thing you do automatically succeeds. So choose very wisely.
Oh, you could sing him to death.
You lucky
It probably
bastard.
won't be instantly kill the dragon. I don't think that that's a check you can make.
So
Okay,
whose turn is
yeah,
it
we have a
now?
big red dragon coming out of the cave. DM, who are we still in initiative mode?
Yes.
Great.
So that means it would be the cleric's turn.
Yes. Oh, but well, I was waiting to club one of these lizard people, but that once again doesn't seem to be needing to be done. So
Right.
I'm wondering if it's more wise to use my light crossbow to aim at this dragon, or is it not mean? You said it wasn't mean.
I mean, it hasn't attacked you. It just roared and is coming towards you. But I mean, no blows have been exchanged. Maybe it's a friend.
Oh no, I don't. So I've got hide and grapple, shove, improvise. Yeah, I don't like the way this is going. I'm aiming at the dragon with my light crossbow, and I'm just gonna hope for the best because this is all I have as a cleric.
Okay.
Maybe it'll shoot it in the eye and get it. I don't know.
So you point your bow at him and you fire, and it strikes on the eye ridge, ricochets off, and he only has eyes for you now, and he's not happy.
Oh, that don't sound good. Okay.
I should also point out we have another donation incentive that works for this. You can double the bosses for $100.
Well, that doesn't sound very good for us.
No.
Just letting you know that's out there. It's on the site. You can go and buy it. You can make this 2 dragons instead of 1.
Why do you crush my heart?
Barbarian, it is your turn.
Ha! While the dragon is busy watching the cleric, who has foolishly attempted to distract him with a bow and a tiny arrow, I shall to the side of the dragon and attempt to mount him on the back to ride him.
Okay. We'll call that an athletics check.
I am strong.
Oh. So you are able to climb upon the back of the dragon.
Yes.
Whoop.
We'll see how long you stay there.
For at least a few seconds.
All right.
I have no
Bard,
plan.
it's your turn.
You
Oh,
understand?
sorry.
that? I have no plan to steer this. You understand that, right? Fair enough.
Psychopaw, it's your turn.
Yes. How far away am I from the beast?
We'll say about 40 feet.
I'm looking for base movement.
30.
I shall perform mobile flourish in a wash towards the dragon.
Okay.
The
What's
suspense
happening?
is killing
Why am I
me.
rolling? We have
No,
an automatic
yeah.
So with the mobile flourish, you are able to move into adjacent range.
Is it possible that it would still critically succeed?
Oh, this is Tiger's first check since he got that
Yeah.
free success.
Is that a
So-
critical success?
You know what? We didn't say, and there's nothing more exciting than a crit 20. So let's call it a nat 20.
I love it. So that is going to be an amount of damage.
Especially because it's a dragon.
Yes.
This is where Dungeon Master math comes into play.
No, like, is it dead or not?
Not dead. Not dead.
Oh no.
Okay.
Fighter,
There's-
your
Sadly,
turn.
I do not believe so.
A bard's not killing a dragon in one hit,
No.
no matter how good that roll is.
Yeah, I was hoping. I mean, you got us some free beer, so
Okay.
The
Hallie,
party's very persuasive, but
I feel upstaged by this barbarian. And so to the dragon's back I'll run. Hopefully some riding will be done.
ribbit.
just over in the corner, there's a small ribbit from the cleric.
Unfortunately, you didn't quite hit the same number that the barbarian did. So you
Hands
are
and
about
feet are
halfway up
still
the dragon's
covered
shoulder,
with poo.
but you're not on the back.
So where? I missed
Just in the vicinity of the dragon.
You're up on the shoulder. You're not on the back.
Is that all, or can I do more?
Let's count that as your movement if you'd like to make an attack.
Sure.
All right.
It's a very falsetto-y sure. If you want.
All right. Oh, that's not bad.
I believe in you, Sir Flatulent, in your ability to join the battlement.
You strike a mighty
Sorry,
blow
do you have a mint?
on the dragon.
Wrong end.
According to Kiku, we are halfway to another dragon coming into this. Just letting you know. It's a world that could exist.
I already have my ride. I'm good.
Okay. Let's minus. All right, that makes it the dragon's turn.
Kill us.
So, standing right there in front of the dragon is, now correct me if I'm wrong, our fighter and our barbarian are attempting to climb onto the dragon's back, correct?
I believe I have made it.
Yeah, I think she's up there.
All right, everybody else is in front of the dragon and is going to have to make an attempt to escape. Oop, it's breath weapon.
Not good for a frog.
Yeah.
All right. Fortunately, all but one of you make it.
Oh no.
And the bard being closest is going to take the brunt of the damage. Everybody else will take half damage. So that is...
Oh no, Bard. This is bad.
17. 24 damage to the bard.
Ooh.
And 12 damage to everybody else that's out in front.
Oh.
Guys, if we get that $50 for a second dragon, this could mean total party kill. That's all I'm saying.
Or they could run.
You realize this is an option?
Yeah, if they want to be nerds.
Something smells like burning hair. It's me.
It might be from your derriere.
Not
Okay.
me. Something else comes from there.
It's him.
Wizard, it is your turn.
This may come as a surprise, but I'm going to try something crazy. How far away am I from the dragon?
Well, seeing as how you specifically said that you were behind everyone else, I'm going to say you are 50 feet? 45?
50 feet? 1-5 or 5-0?
5-0.
Oh, that's not work.
We get a move action first.
That's true. Wait, I can do that. All right. I will first move 25 feet closer to the dragon.
Okay.
So I am now within 25 feet.
Oddly specific measurement.
You will understand in a second. Because
right.
Mage Hand has a range of 30 feet. So now that I'm within range, I cast Mage Hand towards the dragon.
Okay.
And I imbue this mystical representation of my hand with stone skin. And I attempt to touch the dragon's head to turn it into a stone that can then be shattered by one of the fighter's next blows.
Okay.
Now the dice will decide whether that crazy nonsense works. As somebody gets a very cool phone call.
You're able to cast stone skin on the dragon. The dragon skin thickens and becomes like stone.
We win.
That does not sound quite right.
Cleric, it's your turn.
I think I finally get to use my mace.
Oh, the mace that's been in the backpack all along.
And I'm going to smash this thing because I think the skin is hard enough it'll just crumble. What do you guys think? No, nobody
It's worth a
knows.
shot.
Okay, I'm going for it.
You might as well.
The bard's shaking his head. It ain't happening because he can only sing.
I mean, let's see how strong this cleric is.
Well, I'm not super strong, but remember, my intelligence is not very high either. So
Hit him with that intellect.
Okay, so you're going to hit him with a mace. All right. Well, the good news is you hit him.
excellent.
The bad news is it doesn't seem like it does as much damage as you thought it was going to.
Man, that is the story of my
His
life.
skin does look awfully thick. Perhaps it has something to do with our little friend.
Guys, $30 away from an extra dragon.
The idea was that you would hit it hard enough to shatter the stone, not break.
Yes, I tried. So it died, right?
Nope.
Ah,
Not even a little bit. Barbarian, it is your turn.
Oh, you guys, I'm so sorry. But according to the Twitch chat, and I'm waiting for verification on this, but it sounds like this is how it's going, is that you're going to have to fight an extra dragon.
Why?
Look, this is what we're going for. Donations to FWA to help out the animal park. You guys are going to have to fight an extra dragon. You might die deep in this cave. Who knows?
Fine. It is a valuable death. Valiant. So what this dragon?
God, I sure hope y'all get some magical weapons soon, because otherwise...
There is also a donation level to give them magical items.
ooh.
It's there if you would like them to not die, because we have to wrap this adventure up in about 10 minutes or so. So let's see what we can do to get them through this intense and very difficult time in their adventuring lives.
Has a second dragon made an appearance yet?
It will be momentarily.
Shortly. All right. I've added it at the end of initiative. Barbarian, I think it's your turn.
Can I see the second dragon yet?
No, but you can hear the sounds of large clawed footsteps moving up the cave behind you.
I'm very strong and I can throw very far. And I have good aim. I hit
That's
the sun.
true.
I will stand on the back of this dragon, take my javelin, and fling it in the direction of the new dragon coming.
All right. We are going to roll that with disadvantage because you can't see it yet. But, gosh. Alas, you hear the sound of the javelin clattering harmlessly to the bottom of the stone floor.
It is no matter. I am still standing on a stone dragon.
That's true.
Somebody in the
Would you
chat
like to try to
asks.
do anything else? Sorry.
Somebody in the chat asks, "Can we double the dragons again?" Which I'm going to say, for $500, yes.
Oh, just dragon mitosis.
Yep. We will double the dragons again for 500 big ones.
Do I have time to use another weapon?
Will they split?
Yes, you have time to make another attack.
Then I take my axe again, and I hack at the neck of the dragon on which I stand.
All right. Your aim is true this time, and you strike a mighty blow. But it still doesn't seem like it does as much damage as you thought it should.
Gee, so happy we brought a wizard.
Just so you know, Wizard, I didn't hear you at all when you spoke just then, so maybe check.
Oh no.
Oh, that's right. It's because I'm pushed to talk.
There
Anyway,
you go.
I'm more of a living cannonball at this point.
All right. Bard, it is your turn.
Is it possible that we were wrong and the wonders are all these dragons?
Ooh, very good question.
Does that mean the mystery is whether we'll make it out of here alive?
No mystery left.
Were we just supposed to chuck them under the chin and say, good boy? Is that how you tame a dragon? I know not.
No, I think that takes fish.
Ah.
But she might be onto a good point. Sable, are there any abilities to charm this beast?
Yeah.
It seems like we're just tickling it anyway.
You know that dragons are intelligent.
The chat would like me to remind everybody, and I'll just throw this out there, that you were gifted a magical item at the beginning of this quest.
Flashlight?
I don't. Was it? It wasn't a magical flashlight, though, was it?
You're in a
One
low
way,
fantasy
find
setting.
out.
It seems pretty magical to me.
turn is it?
I shall address the magnificent beast in front of me. My friends, we are mistaken. We might want to apologize and pull back. Said dragon, we are sorry. Perhaps you will let us off without using us as a snack.
Your couplets are getting very good, Tiger.
Maybe you should offer them the statue of their best friend as an apology gift. I'm sure they'll understand.
I say it with meaning and with gusto.
I'm going to give you advantage for that really good rhyme. All right, so the dragon is focused on you, or the stone dragon that you can see is focused on you. And he doesn't actively seem to be eating you. You'll find out on his next round.
If I may, because I have not attacked, I would like to make a show of putting away my weapon.
Okay.
Is that acceptable?
The dragon will take that into consideration. All right. Sir Hallie of Flatulence, it's your turn.
That's Sir Hallie the Flatulent.
Sir Hallie the
Of
Flatulent.
Flatulence.
Please forgive me.
The Flatulent.
Potato, really, my good friend.
Oh, yeah, wait, I was supposed to still be singing.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, will you accept a sacrifice? I hear that sautéed clerics taste quite nice. Or wizard
wait.
boiled and fried with a barbarian as a side. Just don't let the
Excuse
bard
me?
play his bagpipes.
Oh, the bagpipes.
Oh.
Please, God, don't let him play those stupid bagpipes.
Okay. Are you trying to convince the dragon to eat one of your friends instead of y'all?
Or maybe I'm just distracting him.
Okay.
And not making any friends in the process.
Okay. The dragon seems to be kind of turning one ear towards you. And sorry, go ahead.
Is that all you get, or is there more? I mean,
I don't know how this works. I've never role-played before.
That's all you get on your turn. But it's the dragon's turn now, so now we get to find out what your endeavors have
I've
wrought.
never pretended to be something other than myself, said the furry.
said the man who DJs dressed as a giant bird. Yes, I know.
So, as the dragon's turn comes around, it doesn't attack you, but instead speaks. I didn't realize I was graced with a traveling troupe of musicians. Please, tell me more. And it is the wizard's turn.
Oh no.
I hurl the mystical flashlight into the nuts of the bard in order to make him sing his highest note, offering me as a sacrifice.
Are we talking like D-cell maglite here? Are we talking like a little pocket rocket? What are we talking about here?
It's a maglite.
Yeah, this thing is like what a parking lot guard would carry around.
It doubles as a club.
Yeah, I'm not feeling the love.
Well, you might be feeling the flashlight if I pass this save or pass this roll. So let's see if I manage to have enough arm strength to hit my mark.
Let's see what the bard's AC is. Okay, good to know.
Good time to point out that my dexterity is spectacular.
But it's
What
not
is
that
it?
spectacular. Unfortunately, the flashlight hits its mark.
Yes!
Yeah. Turn my headphones down.
You take 2 points of damage, and you must sing in falsetto.
Which 2 points?
Look. Cleric, it's your turn.
Oh, I have no idea what to do.
The dragon is under the impression that you're a traveling troupe of musicians.
Oh.
And I just helped the bard to sing a little.
Well, it seems like I have to sing something, but I don't know what to sing to a dragon.
Perhaps you could play some instruments.
Oh, we got the bagpipes.
Indeed, you do.
Yeah,
I could learn you a flute. I also have a flute.
I don't see this. The flute you got to know how to play. The bagpipes you can make them make noise without knowing anything, right? You just blow them and they make a noise. So it's a bad idea. I'm going with it. I think this is a great idea. So I'm taking the bard's bagpipes and I'm going to be like, you're right. We are traveling musicians. That's correct.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows? What's on the other side?
I'm surprised anybody else gets that. That's an old song.
Rainbows are memories.
Yeah.
Sweet dream reminders.
Easy being
Rainbows
green.
have
Okay,
nothing to
so-
hide.
You're going to play the bagpipes to the tune of this.
The Rainbow Connection played on the bagpipes, aka the worst possible thing.
Okay. So, surprising both yourself and the dragon,
Yes.
your performance is actually tolerable. And at that moment, from behind the other dragon comes another dragon. So, kind of
Diddly.
muscles aside. What's this I heard about traveling musicians?
He's going to show up right in time to get hit with that falsetto.
Barbarian, it's your turn.
Oh no, you got to sing.
No, don't tell me it's over.
Perhaps we could entertain you with a request. You might have a performance request for the troupe. As you can hear, my voice is going. I was singing to lions earlier, and it appears to be fading.
Well, and then you were singing the Rainbow Connection there, so that probably didn't help either.
Perhaps we could offer as a troupe to perform for these lovely dragons. And by the way, here's a Band-Aid. Sorry. Big Band-Aid.
Sorry for turning you half into stone.
Oh, it's okay. It helps with my AC. Bard, it's your turn.
Excellent. Have you ever heard a delightful bagpipe verse?
This is ridiculous.
I shall take my bagpipes and present to them a tune unlike any other. Oh, you don't want me to sing along with the bagpipes. One is enough.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to sing along with bagpipes.
Yeah.
Choose
Well,
one.
there being a tube in your mouth and all.
That's
Okay.
We are so dead.
I will have you know that I'm quite proficient on the bagpipes.
And indeed you are. Another fine performance, stunning everybody in this party on the bagpipes.
Yes, good, nice.
All right. Hallie, that makes it your turn.
And just so we know, just to keep this in, we've got like 5 minutes left in our time slot. So this may be the last turn of the adventure before we wrap it up.
So that means whatever I do, there's probably not going to be any repercussions from this?
You have found the most nefarious way to interpret that.
Might I remind you, Sir Flatulent, that this adventure could continue another time.
Oh no.
So I grab the barbarian's hat and blow into the horn as hard as I can. And you hear two horns. And remember, I'm on the dragon's shoulders. That will literally be music to its ears.
So both dragons begin clapping vigorously at that two-horn, one bagpipe production. Thank you so much. Musicians are always so scared to come in here and perform for us. Thank you so much for this
unique performance.
And they say it in that way where like somebody comes and sees like your one-man show or your improv show, and afterwards they're like, that was fun. Like they didn't really like it, but they're trying not to hurt your feelings.
Well, I don't.
I'm guessing that first dragon was too stoned to enjoy the performance.
He did seem like extra out of it.
Well, he has my sediments.
My sediments.
No, yeah. It's really a composite of all of our efforts.
Ribbit.
I'm glad that this experience could embolden all of us.
Yeah. You're on rocky ground, sir. Stay down.
Well, let's wrap this up. I don't want to be on a cliffhanger.
Oh.
Or either of the dragons.
Okay, it appears
manager,
Are you
near
driving?
the end of our adventure. DM, do you have a wrap up for us?
Wondering about the guy in the cloak too.
It's simply a group
Go
of
ahead.
adventurers sitting around making rock puns after almost getting killed by 2 dragons, and then not getting killed by 2
And
dragons.
they're not getting killed by 2 dragons.
Also, the mysterious
You know
person
what?
in the
I
cloak
love
is
the
what we call a
idea.
talent buyer.
What?
Ooh.
The mysterious person in the cloak is what we call a talent buyer. They're trying to book a band to come entertain these 2.
That makes that makes a lot of sense.
So
I love the idea that we keep this adventure open so that perhaps this continues digitally in the future. What I will ask real quick is for somebody to name this adventuring party. Every good adventuring party needs a name.
Slayer.
Slayer. Perfect.
I believe that's wishful thinking.
The adventuring party known as the Slayers of Wishful Thinking will hopefully be back at a later time. Before we wrap this up, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who donated during this stream to FWA so that we could make ridiculous, silly stuff happen. Thank you so much to the players. You guys did a great job.
Into a frog.
Yeah, thanks for turning into a frog. He never got poisonous, but he was a frog.
Yeah.
FWA at Home is really going amazingly. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for donating. Thank you for just being around and being a part of this community during this time. And thank you to all you guys for having me here to do this ridiculous D&D stream.
Well, I was just going to say thanks, Ed, for coming and doing this for us, man. This has been fun. It's been amazing.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Anytime.
I want to say thanks to everyone for being good sports and really just
Yeah.
putting themselves out there. It's hard to go on camera and just wing it. Like it just is. And I really appreciate y'all, Mindy, Haley, Sean, Sable, Ed, Nick, you know. I'm just kidding. We really do appreciate it. This is something we can look at continuing if it's of interest to the community and you guys like it. When we have a little more time and we actually do get a chance to look at our character sheets ahead of time and be a little more prepared. But either way, just thank you for being a part of this today. It is appreciated.
Yeah, it's been wonderful to be here.
I'm hooked.
And I'll
adventure.
Yeah, I'll also take one quick second to say if you're interested in stuff like this, and Tiger Paw, you were saying, getting on camera and just goofing around and winging it. We teach improv classes at dadsgarage.com. We're doing some digital classes, so come check that out. Cool. We're going to get off because Fursuit Dance Comp needs to come on. Whoa. So we're going to log off this call, and I'm going to get ready because I'm hosting Fursuit Dance Comp next. So,
now that we've provided the music, we must see what the dancers do.